see, I found a way out of that, right? So what I do is like, I can't just go in there and like, you know, add a post first. What I have to do is, so I go on here and I follow like different DJs and whatnot, and I save the audios that I want to use. So now the song that I want is up top, and then I can go from there. Instead of adding the post first and then picking the song, you have to pick the song first and then add the post. So Monday and Sunday is 7 p.m. So those are the time I post. So tonight at 7 p.m. the alarm will go off and I will know it's time to post on TikTok. So that's how I do it for TikTok, since I can't schedule through the app. You can see, here we go. We have, thank you for the like. But so yeah, we have 4 in my draft right here. So you click on that and show all for the videos. So I just have to go back and put my captions and I'm good to go. So, you know, I feel like it's very like important that you pay attention to what's working and what's not, so that you can continue to grow. Then as you can see, they're all on private, the last, you know, 4. So I will come back and schedule all of that once I put the caption in again. Hello. Welcome to, or welcome back to my channel. I'm Yasherika, and in today's video, we are going to be getting some content ready to post. So I'm going to be scheduling them out. I also have to do the captions first, and then I can get them on social media, pick my music and whatnot, and get those scheduled. So that is the main thing. That's what I'm going to be focusing on today. So yeah, you guys, I'm going to be showing you guys that. So while I'm doing that, I'm going to be talking to you guys about how serious this is for me to do. So let me my other phone. I was charging that one. I was trying to get as much charge as possible. 76, we're good. So yeah, I'm gonna be using this phone. This phone is what I use for my personal accounts. I'm only doing my personal accounts today. So if you watch my previous videos, you know I have my brand, I have my personal brand, and then I have my real estate business. So I'm only gonna be focusing on my personal brand today. So I'm only gonna be working on 4 accounts. Not all 13, you know, so not my other 9 for the business, but just my personal account today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up ChatGPT on here, since I'm recording with the phone that is on. So I'm going to pull it up on here, and we're going to start with making the captions. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And actually, like, while that's going, I'm probably going to go ahead and be on social media, so I can go ahead and pick the songs that I want, because I already have 4 videos done for this week. Now today is Monday, so Sundays is already done, taken care of, is already posted. So I'm going to be doing, I believe, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. Thursday and Saturday are going to be long YouTube video days, so I have to finish editing those before I can put the clips of it. So I'm just going to be doing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday's videos today and getting those scheduled. So I really have to do Instagram first, because I usually post first on Instagram. Today is Monday, so I have these little flashcards and whatnot. So I have one that's organized by day and then one that's organized by platform. So I'm going to do by platform, since I'm going to be posting 4 videos on each platform. So I'm going to start with that. So I'm going to start with Instagram. And so on here, you can see each day of the week what time is like the best time to post. Now I'm going to edit these in the future, you know, as I post more and make it more specific to my page, but this is just what chat generated. So that's what I'm basing mine off of right now. So today is Monday, so today is going to be 11 a.m. That's what time I have to make this post. Like I said, it is 9 a.m. now, so I'm going to start with that because that's the earliest one that I have to do in terms of all platforms. So I have to look and see which video am I even posting today. So I have my Google Calendar on here as well. So I'm going to turn this way so you guys can see what I see. And yeah, we're going to go from there. So all right. Okay, so right now I'm on chat, but let me go to my Google Calendar right here. I just filmed the video last night, so, but yeah, right now I'm just picking up where I left off. So, ooh, I'm loving this natural sunlight. Oh, this is good. This is good. Cause y'all, I was using my LED light and that thing was starting to blind me. Okay, cause I had it on so bright, but Yeah, if I have to use it again, I'm gonna dim it down. But yeah, so okay, let's see. Today we are right here on the 25th of August. And let's see, let me see if I brighten it. I don't want to make it too bright. Hold on, y'all. I gotta turn on my do not disturb real quick. Okay, you guys, I'm back. So what I'm gonna do, so right here we have the 25th, which is today. And so this one has love, a clean desk, and a fresh to-do list. Okay, so that's the video that I'm posting today. So I'm gonna find that video. All right, quit playing with me. Okay, so that's this video right here. So that's the one I'm going to be working on right now. So I'm gonna do Instagram first, since that's the earliest one. So that video is 33 seconds long. So now that's more important for like TikTok, because when I'm picking my music on there, it's a little bit different. But for Instagram, it is what it is. So I'm going to make a reel, which I only do reels. Like I don't post regular posts, you know, carousels, anything like that. I only do video content. I should have did Pinterest first, because Instagram be acting up. And it's really like, it don't act up on the phone I'm recording with. It's just this one, because this one is a 7, and you know, so it's older, and the app doesn't, you know, it just be all over the place. So we gonna do Pinterest first. All right, so we gonna do Pinterest, because Pinterest, I don't even have to add music. Pinterest took their music off, and like they didn't even really have much reels on. They had like a lot of instrumentals and whatnot. So, but now Pinterest don't have any music, so all I gotta do is go in there and make my post for real. So I got, you know, 2 hours and whatnot, so I'm not gonna stress about Instagram right now. I'm going to do Pinterest. So this is my, I'm gonna show you guys my Pinterest one. So this is Pinterest schedule. All right, so really quick, let's do, I'm gonna pick that video. Like I said, I don't have to do the music, so I just really got to go in there. I'm just gonna go in, and usually I do my captions first, but I'm gonna do my captions last this time. Well, not necessarily last, because I got to schedule last, but I'm just gonna add all of these videos in the draft, and then I'll go back and do the captions. So that's how I'm gonna do it today, just to speed the process up. So all right, so I have it in there, so I'm gonna have to come back and put in the title and the description, and I do like to tag related topics. I do that in Pinterest. Yeah, and then I'll just schedule it. I don't add a link unless it's a YouTube video that I'm, you know, linking it to, but all of these are just shorts, so I'm not gonna go through adding links today. But yeah, y'all, like, I'll tell you, this is a serious process for me to be doing, like, because I was off for a year, you know. I was off for a year, so I ain't gonna do that again, like, because for Pinterest and Instagram, like, it did bring my numbers down, and engagement and stuff like that. Now I actually grew on YouTube and TikTok, so I'm glad about that. So I'm just adding all 4 of the videos in right now. But yeah, I'm glad about that for YouTube and Instagram, because those are the main ones that I really use anyway. I mean, YouTube and TikTok, those are the main ones that I do the most on. Like, I'm more interested in growing my YouTube. Like, this is the main platform that I'm focused on, because I'm at 700 subscribers right now. So, you know, I'm trying to get to that 1K. Now, yes, I will also need my 4K watch hours, but you know, if I get to that 1K, if I can get that 1K subscribers, you know, I'll have more people on the channel, and they'll be watching more, so the watch hours should naturally be growing, you know. So that's what I'm working on, that's what I'm focused on, concerned with, all that and whatnot and whatnot. So, but yeah, you guys, so I have to, if you watched any of my previous videos, I've talked about, like, the 9 to 5 just being a struggle. I'm not interested in it anymore. I've been pretty much self-employed on my own for the past 2 years. Yeah, for the past 2 years, so it's nothing new, but I'll tell you, it has not been easy. It has not been easy, so it's been tough. So, all right, so I just finished adding to Pinterest, which I didn't put any of that information in because I'm not scheduling yet. So next I'm gonna do TikTok. Now TikTok, I do have to go ahead and do, I wanna go ahead and do my music for that one. So I have to find, now this is the one I was saying that like, I have to pay attention to how long the video is so I can pick the right ones, because on, let me see, I don't know if I think I have like a business account, and like that was the only way, because my followers are low. I have 161 right now, so because my followers are lower, I had to do like a business account in order to like add my link to my bio. But as like a business account, you can't really choose, like, if you go in here, if I go in here, right, and I want to add a video, and I add my video, right, so I'm letting it load. But like when I go in here, it's like the options of the music are, you don't have, it's like basic, you know, it's not like those, you know, good stuff that you want to see. These are, okay, so it shows commercial sound up here, and so you just get all these, you know, all this basic stuff, you know, what it recommends. It'll be nothing, you know, up to date. Sometimes it's just instrumental, sometimes it's just, you know, things that they let you use for businesses. But see, I found a way out of that, right? So what I do is like, I can't just go in there and like, you know, add a post first. What I have to do is, so I go on here and I follow like different DJs and whatnot, and I save the audios that I want to use. And so, you know, you go in here, you go, you know, once you save it, you have your little sounds area right up in here, and then it'll show like all the ones that you saved. And so that's how I pick my music, because, you know, I need something with some in it, you know. I want nothing, you know, because the music, like, it plays an important role in the video, on like whether people are going to stay and watch it or not. That's one of the things, you know, it's not just the content. So, you know, you got to pay attention to all the different layers and whatnot. So that's what I do. So the video that I'm doing first is 33 seconds, I believe. So I'm looking for the sounds that are closer to 33. So so you see it has like different timings on them. So this one here has 33. So let me see what that sound like. Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna go with that one. So I'm just, once I click on it, I can hit use sound, and then it's gonna pop up out here now, right? So yeah, it's gonna pop up at the top. And then once it's there, then I can go ahead and choose my video. And that's how I use, you know, like the songs that I want to use. So yeah, so now the song that I want is up top. And then I can go from there. Instead of adding the post first and then picking the song, you have to pick the song first and then add the post. So that's how I have to do it. So if you are under a business page, if you are marked as a business page on TikTok, like that's how you go about it. So, but yeah, that's the main thing, is get my music right on TikTok, and then I just gotta add my description and I'm good to go. And then I'll like edit my cover, but I'll do all of that next. So I'm just drafting this next video for TikTok. Again, I have to go back to my, all right, let me start it over. All right, so y'all see it's saved over here. That's my first draft. So to do the next one, I'm gonna go over here to my save, and I'm gonna go to my sound and pick another one. Now the next one, hold on, I have to check. The next one is 32 seconds, so I'm gonna find another one close to that range. Let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna use this one. So yeah, DJ Honeybee, she has a lot of good music and stuff. She does a lot of good, you know, mixes and whatnot, mashups and all of those. So I do follow her on TikTok, so I can use some of hers, because a lot of hers do get, you know, they're popular and they do go viral, her sound. So I'm gonna use one of hers this time for this video. All right, so now draft that's good to go. Moving on to the next video. Let me make sure I know how long that one is, because again, I'm picking the song first. So the next one is going to be 41 seconds. So let's find me a sound that's closer to that. Let's see. Hold on. Alright, so we're gonna do this one. This one is only 40 seconds, but you know, 1 second off ain't gonna kill me. So we're gonna choose that one. And picking the video. Waiting for that to load. So right now I really don't need these. Oh, I'm good on this. I'm getting ready to go on chat and do this in a second, so I'm just pulling up chat. Draft that, and one more video I need to add for this one. Let me double check. The next one is 19 seconds, so just need a short one this time. Did I just use him? I don't know if I just used him or not. Alright, so we're gonna do this one. So after this one is loading, that'll be the last one. For TikTok, who am I gonna do next? I'll do Instagram next, so I'll do Instagram next, so I'll do YouTube next. So all of TikTok's one are done. Again, I just have to do the caption, and then yeah, I just have to do the captions. To schedule, you know, you have to go online to schedule, and I ain't doing all of that because I would have to add my videos onto my laptop, and I'm not going through all of that. So what I usually do is, hold on, I'm gonna go to my alarms, and I have all of these different TikTok times. So for each day, it already, you know, has an alarm for what time I'm supposed to post on there. So yeah, it'll tell me. So today is Monday. So Monday and Sunday is 7 p.m. So those are the time I post. So tonight at 7 p.m. the alarm will go off, and I will know it's time to post on TikTok. So that's how I do it for TikTok, since I can't schedule through the app. I think they are starting to do that for like some people, but it hasn't, you know, come to everybody yet. So that's how I do that. But you can see, here we go. We have, thank you for the like. But so yeah, we have 4 in my draft right here. So you click on that and show all for the videos. So I just have to go back and put my captions, and I'm good to go. So let's do YouTube next. Now YouTube is hard to like get some good music, because like it don't push. It's very cautious on how it pushes the music in the videos. So you have to have the right ones for that, because okay, good. So the last 2 that I did were good, because y'all, I tell you, my views have been so low because I've been just like, you know, just kind of picking like random songs that I like and whatnot. And no, you cannot do that on YouTube. So I'm on the YouTube Shorts, right? So this one here, the latest one, has 398 views, which is actually good compared to some of my other ones. This one here, 1.8K. That's the best one, like, since I've posted again, you know, from my year hiatus. So, you know, I'm trying to get my numbers back up there, because I do have some other ones that are, you know, in the thousands, but I'm talking about in the past month since I've been back on. Because you see, this one here only has 87 views. This one has 3, 18, 46. So these numbers have been really, really low. 96, 19, 190, 33, 179, 62, 79, and 152. So those are all of the new ones that I've posted. But, you know, if we're talking like most popular, then yeah, I have other ones. Highest one is 10K for my shorts. Now, if we are talking regular YouTube videos, then most popular is 9K, almost 7K, 2.5K. So, but yeah, so, you know, I'm just coming back on, and I'm kind of, you know, trying to rebuild everything. So the algorithm has to, you know, get back to pushing my videos out, and I have to get back to doing the content that's going to get pushed out. But the music plays an important role as well. So that's what I'm focused on right now. So I'm probably going to use like the same songs that I did for the last 2, and just kind of go back and forth with those, since I have 4. So 2 of them are going to be one song, and then 2 is going to be the other one. So that's what I'm going to do. Again, I'm just adding the videos and the audio. That's it. That's all. So YouTube is a whole different ballgame. I'm still trying to study that as far as shorts and finding the right songs, because it's something else. But like, Shake It to the Max is a popular song right now, at least, especially for YouTube short. Like, that's the one that got me to 1.8K views, so I'm gonna be using that. All right, next one. Next one, I think the other one I did was Rock Your Body. So I think that's the one that got me to the 300 views. So move. Yeah, Rock That Body by the Black Eyed Peas. So that's what I'm gonna do next. So I feel like it's very like important that you pay attention to what's working and what's not, so that you can continue to grow. Now, is it going to work like every single time and whatnot? No, but you don't really know unless you try. So I'm gonna keep trying to use those sounds and see how it pushes my content out. So that's my focus. But yeah, as far as YouTube goes, like, I'm more concerned about my long videos than my short videos. My my long videos are more important to me because that's the watch hours, that I'm going for. Now, you can get watch hours for shorts, but it has to be, it's a whole lot more. It's like something in the millions. So, it's a whole different ballgame than the longer videos. So I focus more on the longer videos. But at the end of the day, the shorts is a part of my YouTube channel. Sometimes I do get followers from the shorts, so I can't, fully BS with it or whatnot. So I have to make sure I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Now, do I go above and beyond on my shorts? No, I don't. Well, the videos, but I'm talking like, like for my regular YouTube videos, I add like the tags in there. I don't add tags for my short, I just feel like it take up too much time and whatnot. So I don't do all of that. Y'all, I gotta go get my charger because I'm at 20% on this phone already. It was at 69, so I'm like, I'll tell you, this phone here. But like I said, I have all of my personal accounts on here and all my business accounts are on the phone that I'm recording with. So, I don't want to mix and match too much, So let me get that and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so I am back. This in. Okay, so I got all of those done. As you can see, they're all on private, the last 4. So I will come back and schedule all of that once I put the caption in again. So now I just have Instagram to do left. So now with Instagram, I'm gonna close up all these other stuff because, like I said, Instagram be wanting to act up on this phone. So let me go ahead. Now, Instagram, when I do my Instagram videos, when it comes to adding music, I go for, I don't go for just like any song that's trending. I go with some that are lower. I like to start off with like some new releases sometimes, depending. Now, I don't pick anyone, like if it ain't the vibe, that I want, I ain't, but I do look at how many reels are already on it. No. Yeah, I don't know about that. So I see Mariah, the scientist, she has like a new album out on here. So I'm going through some of hers. Now, some of these in the new release, if it's like too low, I ain't going with it. Now, I like to find some that are like in the thousands, between like 1,000 to 7,000 ish. Alright, let me see what I have saved. No. I don't know what this is. So I'm gonna do this one since it's a popular one that I've already used like on TikTok. So now this one has 6,000 views, 6,123 to be exact. So this one should do good, you know, like right off the bat. Now when you start with like the lower ones that are just like in the hundreds, it'll take a little while for it to grow as more people use that sound. So you want to try to balance it out, some in the thousands, some in the hundreds, something like that. So that's my focus. So I'm just going to save that draft since I picked that audio, and then I'm going to do the next couple of ones. So this is an audio. This one here I've done before, so I'm going to use that one again. This one is at 1.4K views, I believe, or 1.4K reels, okay? So it's not too many people who have used this one, this audio. So alright, so I'm doing video number 3 now, and pick a song for that. I will say, like, it's more fun for me to pick songs on TikTok than it is any other platform. It's harder because you gotta be a little bit more strategic on these other platforms, especially this one here. I'll do that one for the next one. I can hear Instagram already skipping and messing up now in just the song, so don't mess me up now. So I'm pretty sure, yeah, this is a instrumental, so I'm gonna use this one for this video because this is the longest one. This one's 41 seconds. So out of the 4 videos that I'm doing this week, this is the longest one so far. So I will use an instrumental for that one. Now me, I don't really like to use explicit songs. You may hear it a little bit on my TikTok, but like for Instagram, I don't really like to do that. So, but you know, some of the explicit songs are some of the most popular ones, you know, the trending ones on Instagram. So if I do use an explicit song, I try to pick an area where there aren't any cuss words in there. So, but yeah, because I'm just picking. See, it cut off on me. I hate when this Instagram do that. But yeah, for like TikTok, on TikTok, like I use a lot of mashups. Like I don't usually just have like one song, you know. I don't pick songs that's just one song. One, because I'm a business page and I can't really have those type of songs, you know. It won't let me post to those. But like little mashups and stuff and mixes, I do. Come on, Instagram, quit playing. Look how low it's taking to load. Oh no, yeah, I ain't got all my stuff. You got all my stuff? Alright, let's try this again. It was doing good the first 3. Now I got one more video to do and then want to act up. And I actually know what song I want this time. See it went black? Sometimes what I have to do is cut it off and cut it back on. So that gets on my nerve. But let me try this again. I'm gonna try it one more time and then I'll cut it off. And if I have to do that, then I'm gonna move on to this here, because this is the last platform I'm doing anyway. Okay, so I'm gonna cut this phone off and cut it back on. The stuff that I deal with. But like I said, I don't have this problem with my other phone. My other phone, this is a 7. Yeah, this is a 7. The phone I'm recording with is a 14 Pro Max. So, yeah. So I'm on chat right now. Let me brighten it a little bit, so because I'm turning it to me. But so I was just talking to it about one of the videos that I did. So I'm gonna have it go ahead and make the caption. I was telling it to give me some ideas for like why the video is called "Why I Write My Business Goals on My Whiteboard," and I still have that up right now. So these are my business goals right here. But so I wrote that, and I wanted it to give me like some good reasons why I do that. Like I know some of the reasons why, but I wanted like more options. So chat gave me 8 of them. So I'm gonna go ahead and have her generate the caption from the 8 that she gave. So I'm gonna say, love all 8 of those options. Can you generate a caption based on those options? Let's see. Okay, yeah, so I'm going, can you generate a caption and SEO keywords? Let me dim this down. And SEO keywords based on those options. Alright, so now it's going to take her a second on here because I'm using my laptop. Again, that's faster on my phone, but I'm recording with that one, so yeah. But now that this phone is back on, we're going to try this one more again and try to do one more video. I just got to put one more video in the draft before I start doing this. Okay, so she got it. Oh, she's still going. Let me turn this back up so you guys can see a little bit. Okay, so she's done, but let me go ahead and try to get this last one in. See, this phone be getting on my nerve because like it always be messing up something. Like I'll be hitting the down button and it don't want to go down. But I'm not about to get another phone just cause it is. Alright, so that one's done. I got the song for that one. Moving on, finally. So now, come on. So now as I go in my reels, you see the draft over here. And all 4 of them are in there. So now that I got my audio, that's like the hardest part. So now I can focus on getting the captions. So let me see. So how I usually do this, on my phone, I'll like copy what she has on ChatGPT and then I paste it into a Google Docs so that I can pull it up on this phone here because I don't have chat on this one. You know, because this phone is old, it does not update fast enough, so I can't even download chat on this phone here. So I'll post it onto my Google Docs and then I can pull up my Google Docs on this phone and be able to copy it from Google Docs to the platform I need to post it on. So that's how I do it. When I put the captions in my Google Docs, I do it by by date. So you see, I have 811 and like 812. That's the small ones up here, but that's 811, that's 812. So I make sure I do my captions by date, you know, what day I'm going to be posting that one. So this one is going to be for what? This is Friday one. So Friday is going to be the 29th. So that's what I'm going to put. So I got the 29th, and now I can go in and I can post what I want to post. Well, paste. I gotta paste it first. So the next one, I'm gonna do it more in order now. So this one is going to be today's one. Yeah, let me get today's one out of the way. So that's going to be 8:25. So what I usually do is I'll type in like the title of the video and I'll tell her like kind of what's going on in the video. Okay, so I told her the name of the video, which is Love a Clean Desk and a Fresh To-Do List, and I let her know like I was writing on my whiteboard, so you know she knows that my theme is like an office vibe and whatnot, so that's what I am doing. Okay, yeah, so this is good. So I got the caption and I got my keywords, so this one I can just paste. It's good to go. So this one is how my tech devices help me build a brand and business from home. So let me tell her what's going on in the video. I show my social media accounts for my brand and my business. I show my business website and my, what else? And my content calendar for my brand and business. Okay, and I'm just gonna say I need a caption. Okay, let's do a longer one. I need a longer explanation caption and SEO keywords. All right, so let's see if she does it right and she gives me, you know, a long enough caption. So again, I'm just doing my copy and paste. Okay guys, so that's done. So now I can go back on to my phone and finish up everything on there. So now I'm just going to pull up my Google Docs and everything should be on here. So here we go. Starting with 8:25, then we have 8:26 next, 8:27. Remember, I skipped Thursday and went straight to Friday, so here's 8:29. So all the captions are here. All I have to do is copy and paste those into all of the platforms, and I'll be good to go. So I will be back on here. I'm not going to show all that. So I'll come back on here once everything is, well, I'll show you me scheduling. I'll show that. So you guys will see that. But I'm going to paste all of these things in, and then I will go back on there and then schedule. So I will be back. Okay guys, so I am back and I'm about to do my scheduling. I already added all of the captions and everything. So now I can use my flashcards. So I'm just gonna get them ready, get them in order. I'm gonna start with Pinterest, and then I'm gonna do Instagram, then I'll do YouTube, then I'll do TikTok. So starting with my Pinterest schedule, I'm gonna go ahead and schedule them in. So I'm gonna go to Pinterest. Let's go to my drafts. All right, so the first one I'm gonna do is Mondays. So when I go in here, as you can see, I already have the caption, title, and everything. I've already picked my related topics. So I just go up here to schedule date, and I'm going to do today at 8 p.m. Done. Schedule. Well, hold on. No, because I gotta pick my cover. I forgot to do that. I didn't do that yet. I always do that last because sometimes they'll move it around, and I like to pick the right covers. So I'm just choosing this right here with me writing on my whiteboard. Okay, so now that I got that, now I scheduled it. So real quick, I'm just about to do the rest of them, and then I'll show you guys when I'm done. Okay guys, so I finally got that done. So at the top are the ones that are scheduled. So if I click on it, you see I have Mondays ready for 8 p.m. Tuesdays is ready for 6 p.m. Wednesday is ready for 8 p.m. And then I skipped Thursday and did Friday for 8 p.m. So all of Pinterest is done. Moving on to Instagram. All right, so to do it on Instagram, it's the first one I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do the one for today. You wanna go down to more options at the very bottom, and then you scroll to schedule this reel, and you click that to turn it on. So the closest I can do is 11:05 because I was supposed to do it at 11. So because it's 10:41 right now, it's not gonna do 11. It has to be, further out. So 11:05, I'm gonna click that. And then again, I'm gonna edit my cover. That's the last thing that I do. Okay, so once I pick my cover, I can go ahead and hit schedule. And so as you can see, it's scheduling. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest, and I'll show you guys again when I'm done. Okay, so I'm finally done with Instagram one. So as you can see in my reels, you don't see the draft anymore. So you have to go up here and click those little, little 3 lines, and then you scroll down to scheduled content. And then when I click on that, I can see all the ones that I have scheduled. So all 4 of them are scheduled. So I have the one for today, the one for tomorrow. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. So all that's good to go. Now I'm gonna do YouTube. Okay, so to go to YouTube, but in there, these are all the ones that are still in my draft. So they're on private. So I'm gonna click on one to edit it. And then where it says like visibility and private, click on that to schedule. So the one for today is going to be for 3 p.m. So I'm going to make sure it's set to today, and then I'm going to hit OK, and then the time I hit 3. Make sure it's on PM. So I have to click on that and then OK, and so that's what it's showing now. And now when I save it, well, hold on. Oh man, I keep going. I got to do the picture. And then I can save it, and then it will show for me as scheduled. So now I have to do the other 3, and I'll be back. All right, you guys, so I'm done with YouTube. As you can see now, all of them say scheduled. So that's done. So I'm not going to do TikTok because, like I said, I scheduled that through my alarm. But I'll show one of them just so you can see. So just so you can see, the caption is, already in. So yeah, I already got the captions in, all of them. So that's good to go. And so that is it, y'all. That is it. That's the last time I'm gonna do it that way. I ain't gonna never do it like that again. Next time I'm gonna do my captions first, make sure that's ready to go, because that's usually how I do it. But today I did the posts first, so like picking the music and all of that. I ain't doing that no more, because while I was like pasting in all of the captions and everything, like it was like some of the apps, it'll move it around based on the one that you edited last. So I was kind of pasting the wrong captions with the wrong post. So I'm like, yeah, no, I ain't doing it in that order no more. I did it differently this time and it ended up taking longer. So yeah, I'm gonna stick to what I've been doing. So, but that is it, you guys. That is all that I have for you guys. I just wanted to show you guys, you know, this is the first, since I've been posting all of this month, this is the first that I've had that many scheduled at once. So I'm pretty proud of myself for getting all of these short videos done and out of the way. Like I said, all I have to do is the long videos now. I have to edit the long videos so that I can, you know, post the little previews of it, and that will be for Thursday and Saturday. But yeah, after that, you guys, I will be all done. All of that will be taken care of for the week. So right now I am getting back ahead, getting back on track. So yeah, you guys, I just wanted to show you guys that, give you guys some tips and pointers on that as I pursue content creation, and hopefully soon it becomes one of my income. So that's my goal. That's what I'm working on right now. But thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.